Let's see what's next on the list. It's time to meet your Blue Hat Bucket List traveler, Gary Dean.
So it's the Blue Hat Bucket List Traveler. Hope you're doing great. It's podcast number 2. We're going to talk about the repositioning cruises. I just got off. I did the NCL Sun 31 days back to back. I went from Honolulu to Tahiti and then Tahiti to Melbourne. So 31 days on the NCL Sun. This isn't a ship review. I got nothing but good to say about any ship because it got me where I wanted to go. I booked by itinerary. I don't, what ship is, I love this ship, I'm going to go wherever it goes. No, I'm going to go, I want to just see new places and I just want to see them once. So that's how I did it. So I wanted to see Brisbane.
The larger ones that go up and down, you can see them over there.
And that's what this is called.
Kitty Cat. That's the little inner city ferry that just does the little run.
And what? So Story Bridge, and what's this one down here?
So that one's actually brand new. So that's just a pedestrian bridge.
Oh, okay.
It goes from right on the corner of the city, next to the Botanic Gardens, over to this area is Kangaroo Point.
Kangaroo Point. And that's like, so north or south?
So that's south.
That's south side of the river, and
Correct.
we're on the north side.
So we're on
now.
the north side of the river. So yeah, you can see the City Cat coming through.
That's a City Cat.
Yep.
And it has how many stops along here? A few?
I think it's 14.
Really? Oh, so is that it stopping over there?
Yep.
They're loading up people?
Yep. So that's the Howard Smith Wharf stop. So that's you can see that whole area underneath you sort of walk around that entire area under the bridge there.
What a great way to move people around, right? No
It
traffic.
really is.
Yeah.
And you can see the walkway still continues along here.
Oh, that's down there.
Still,
Oh, right. Yeah, there comes somebody walking and pedaling. Oh, wow. Is that a pelican?
it is.
Wow.
It is.
That is very cool.
We get pelicans. We get ibis. Very, very common.
I don't know if I've ever saw one
In
that
Brisbane,
close.
the ibis are affectionately known as the bin chicken.
Ah.
They're long beaks, and they are very good at getting into rubbish bins and eating
Yeah.
just about everything, and they thrive in this environment.
So I originally booked Tahiti to Melbourne, going to see Brisbane, 18-day cruise. Flying into Tahiti is not an easy thing I'm in Asia in the winters, so it's not an easy thing to do. It's I think I had to fly from Manila to Singapore, Singapore to Auckland, Auckland to Tahiti. It's like 40 some hours. It's what are the odds my suitcase is going to make it? I play all those things in my head. That ship's 13 days earlier, it's going to leave from Honolulu to go to Tahiti and then Tahiti onward. So, and that's how I should have booked it originally, but I didn't. So I check and it's sold out. I can't get on in Honolulu. About a week before, maybe even less, all of a sudden there's spots open up on that ship. So I book. I'm like, oh, excellent. I can't get the same room when I do back to back. I like to try to get the same room so I don't have to move, but I couldn't get the same room, but at least I'm on the ship. So now I'm going to fly to Honolulu, Manila to Honolulu nonstop. Philippine Airlines does that route, so that's perfect. So I fly over there and I do that. I get on the Sun. That's the beautiful NCL Sun going out of Honolulu. 31 days to Melbourne. Beautiful. And the music's going. I don't think, I got my sheet here of different ships I've been on. I don't think I've ever been on the Sun before. No, I've been on the Sky, which is a sister ship. So I kind of know what I'm getting into. I don't really care. Like I said, it's going where I want to go. So this is to talk about these kind of repositioning cruises. Sometimes they give them fancier names like Transatlantic, Trans-Pacific. They're really just moving that ship somewhere where it can make money in the next season. That's where it's at, is the season's ending. They need to get it where it can make money. So and I'm gonna, you know, put some pictures as I go along here for those that are watching, you know, that prefer to watch that way. I'm pretty happy to be getting on in Honolulu because I got a timeshare there, Hilton.
Staying at Lagoon Tower. I got city view though. I'm not looking at the lagoon or the ocean, but there's the Rainbow Tower there. Leslie's coming there in February. There's the lagoon. Lots of people enjoying. Aloha, they say.
So right down in Honolulu, and I love it. And but the one thing I never check is, you know, I'm excited this ship's going to Brisbane, and then now I'm booking it, and I'm going to see all these other places. It's going to leave Honolulu. It's going to do the Hawaiian Islands, which I've already done, Maui, Hilo, Kauai, things like that, right? So I've already done these places, so nothing new for me there. And then we're going to do a lot of sea days, and then we're going to get to Bora Bora.
So beautiful. I was going to do a picture, but it's a video, but that'll work. Look at that. Bora Bora. Beautiful in there. That's the brown building where the orange tender boat's coming out of. That's a welcome center. So there's gifts in there and whatnot. Beautiful.
And do, you know, more of French Polynesia and get into Tahiti. So the thing with the with these cruises is it's not really the season. You know, if you were to say, when should I go see French Polynesia, it's not going to tell you to go in November because that's going to be rainy season. And we got a lot of rain.
Much better view of American Samoa off the back of the ship, right? Beautiful. Very small. Very affordable. Very beautiful.
Some days not. You know, it's that kind of thing, but it's gonna, you know, it's not, Google's not going to tell you to go there during these times, and that never occurred to me really. You know, I also went from New York transatlantic over to Barcelona in April, and that's a little bit of a, you know, a dicey weather game again, because it's early in the season, right? You know, you want to see Europe. Unless you're doing Mediterranean, then it's a little bit different weather. But, you know, a lot of those places, you know, it's going to be a little on the chillier side or wet side, some of them, if you're going to go early in the year. That's why the prices can be better. So you have to look at that. And then you need to also check out a bit the ports, you know, like where are we going to be? Brisbane was my main goal of that whole 31 days. My eyes were set on Brisbane. I wanted to see Brisbane.
Made it to Brisbane. There goes a plane taking off. Very cool. Airport's right there. We're very far. Downtown is way, way down there. I thought we were going to dock downtown like in Vancouver or Sydney even, but no such luck. Birds are happy we came. Yeah, this is all industrial out here, right? Pretty much a container port. Looks like there's a few things over there. I thought, nah, some way far over there along you can see some housing, but it's mostly working area. Anyways, is what it is. We're gonna see what we can see. So far it's not raining, so that's very lucky. Raining definitely over there. So yeah, we will do this. Busy port. Cheers.
Because it's Australia. I've been to Australia before, but it's Australia and it's got tropical weather. And I was like, wow, okay, I like tropical weather. Growing up in Canada, you're going to like tropical weather. Well, not everybody. Some people are going to like Canada weather. Obviously, they don't travel. So, but I always wanted to be where it's warm. So, Brisbane, it's wet. It's the wet season, you know.
So lucky I did my kangaroo and koala. Look at the rain at the sanctuary. Oh my gosh, I'm trapped. I got ponchos, but I left it in the tour van. So I'm just waiting it out here, hoping. Pouring. And for like 10 minutes already. Not stopping.
Wet season, right? It's gonna start getting better, but it's not better yet. So it was very wet there. The cruise port was miles and miles and miles from Brisbane, like miles, like 35, 40-minute drive. And then you also want to look, so their whole goal, and it's a business, I get that, you know, I didn't really pay attention to it. I just booked because it's Brisbane, but I think we got there at 7 o'clock or 8, you know, or something like that, and we had to leave at 3 or 3:30, like crazy short, you know, like 7 to 6 at least, give us that. And then there's immigration all of a sudden appeared. We got to do immigration in Brisbane. Like what? Like, you know, like we all thought we're going to do it in Melbourne when we get off, you know. No, like we're entering, we got to talk to them here now. So huge lineups. I had booked a private driver because it's the only way I could figure out to go see the kangaroos and the koalas in Brisbane, you know, like how I don't know what I'm going to see on an NCL tour. Not a lot of Brisbane. I would have saw the kangaroos and that, but so I booked this private driver. I told him meet me there at 8:30. Well, at 7:30, there's no. They want to call it by letters on your ship card, and I'm letter K. They're on A. I'm letter K. So I had a ticket stub for a tour that I wasn't going to do, and I just went to the door, and they're kind of guarding the door a bit, you know, the people that are working for NCL, and I just said I'm late for my tour, and they said which one? I said the one that was 20 minutes ago. I need to go, and I just kind of cruised by them and got out of there because I don't know. When I might have got off that ship at like 11 or something, you know, like it's, you know, they said everybody would be off by 9:30. I doubt it because I got out there, like I said, I weaved my way through that whole thing, and I got out there, and immigration, I wasn't through immigration until 8:30, right? So now I'm with this guy at 8:30. It was a 35, 40-minute drive into Brisbane, and then we toured around, and then we go to this place, and then I back. You know, I mean, it was rush, go, 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 and they're doing it all. Why are we leaving at 3:30? I don't know. I mean, it's their business. They've got a reason for it. They got to get to Melbourne, I guess. I don't know. I think you can do a knot faster here and there and make up, you know, some hours. But whatever it is, maybe tides. You know, there can be a lot of that stuff. I think we're on a river or something, right, to go into Brisbane. And the river's not deep enough is why that cruise port is so far from Brisbane. Terrible far. Like it was farther than the airport. If you want to wrap your head around how far away that cruise port was, farther than the airport. That was crazy. Anyways, I just wanted to say, you know, like if you see the price is good, or, you know, or this or that, you know, just kind of question, like, you know, is this really the time of year to go, you know, due to weather, due to timing, because they're just trying to get that ship there. They want to do now Australia, New Zealand for 3 or 4 months, right? They're going to make their money doing that run. So, you know, they're repositioning. They're just moving that ship as fast as, you know, zoom, get it across there, go. We stopped in so many of the French Polynesian islands that are, you know, by the 4th or 5th one, you're like, this looks like the last, you know, let's skip one of those and spend an overnight in Brisbane. Maybe it would have been nicer for me. Maybe you can't. Maybe that ship doesn't sit in that river maybe that river goes in and out. You know, I don't know all the things. I'm just saying, you know, it wasn't the ultimate. the Sun was nice. I appreciate the staff, the NCL Sun. It's a great ship. The staff was great. I don't complain about any ship. I'm going there for the itinerary. I don't care what ship it is. I've been on ships that I didn't really do it for me, internet-wise or buffet-wise or whatever way. But if it's going somewhere, I just book my itinerary and I'm like, oh, it's that ship again. I don't care. I'm just going to get on there because I want to see those locations, those ports. We did cross the international date line, which was very cool. So there was no whatever day. We just jumped a full day. I think it was a Thursday. We went from Wednesday to Friday. That was it. Just no Thursday. Bam, gone. And that's a pretty cool setup. You can check that out. It's in between American Samoa and Samoa. It's somewhere right in there, right? They're literally a day ahead, so they can go over to the other place. Leave home on Friday, get over there for Thursday, and spend a couple days, and still get home for leave there and still get home for their Sunday kind of thing. It's pretty neat how that works. I got a time traveler type certificate from NCL, so that was nice. But yeah, I saw a lot of islands. And then Fiji was amazing.
Long day in the sun.
It's all amazing. It's all good. I just wanted to say the weather was, that's one thing you need to look out for is the weather. Is it, going to be? It rained. We got wet a few times, like really wet. Even in Brisbane, I got trapped. I was late to get back to the port because of the rain. I got stuck at the Kangaroo Koala Sanctuary. Just pouring rain, and I carry a rain jacket type, a disposable one. But I got this rain jacket thing, poncho, rain ponchos, I guess they call them. Can't think of the term. And but I was with a private driver. You can just leave your bags in the car, and so I just took my camera and my tripod, and I'm gonna go quickly see the animals, and I'll be back. So it wasn't gonna be a long thing. And then the rain started, and I got trapped literally like underneath an awning for like 20 minutes.
So lucky I did my kangaroo and koala. Look at the rain at the sanctuary. Oh my gosh, I'm trapped. I got ponchos, but I left it in the tour van. So I'm just waiting it out here, hoping. Pouring. And for like 10 minutes already. Not stopping.
Just pouring, and then I ended up getting wet. I was like, I can't do it. And then I got there, and I wanted to buy some souvenirs, of course, and which it turned out I probably could have just bought somewhere else. But you don't know when you're going to see another place to buy things, so I'm in there, and they got one till and a cruise ship with 2,000 plus staff people. So it was a huge line to try to get through there. It was just a big time suck. But everybody's doing the best they can. Just wanted to just get into that a bit about the, like I said, I've ended up in Europe when it's a little early in the season. I can talk Trans-Pacific. I went from Seattle to Tokyo on the NCL Jewel. That one left in early November, late October, I don't know, something like that. Anyways, still, they call them typhoons and cyclones over in Japan, but it's hurricanes. It's hurricane season. There was so many storms out on the Pacific Ocean that we did Alaska. They put extra fuel on that ship because they pretty much knew they weren't going to be able to stop. They had to just try to get to Tokyo.
You want to be that? It's crossing the Pacific, October 2023. We went south to avoid the storms, and it looks like, I don't know if we're getting far enough from them or not, but that's what we're up against. She's a bouncy ride. There's talk now that we're going to be so We've gone so far off route to try to avoid this storm that we're not going to. They're hoping to now get to Tokyo even on time, half yet the 2 stops prior. So we might be 2 days late getting to Tokyo. So we might, we might miss everything just to get to Tokyo. So right now we're 2 days behind schedule is what people are saying. But, that hasn't been announced. That's always the rumors, right? And, the staff is, I don't know what they know. They all chit chat like any, cafeteria, workplace, or lunch counter type talk. So anyways, it is what it is. People are just want to be safe. So no one's crying yet, complaining yet. So I got 3 days in Tokyo, and I'm going to be glad if this is how it goes, because that'll be my only chance to see Japan, because I'm not going back. So yeah, anyways, that's what we're up against right now.
Because of all the storms out there. And safety is priority number 1. So we missed all the Japan stops except for Tokyo. We got an overnight in Tokyo, at least they got there. But a lot of us had already booked extra 2 days in Tokyo, so we didn't need an overnight in Tokyo. We were already going to be there. But and internet was totally gone because they weren't going where the satellites they had figured out for the trip were not where we were, because we were going around these storms. So again, if you were to Google, when should I cruise to Japan, they're not going to tell you go in November. go in hurricane season, man. Good luck. No, they're not. But it's all things you don't think of. I wanted to do a Trans-Pacific, and I wanted to see Tokyo.
So this is pulling into that Tokyo port. Not sure how far away we are from everything. That's the airport there. There's 2. That was the airport, one of them. Over here it is. Should be a terminal for us coming, I guess, still. Somewhere there, I suppose. There's the big tower again in downtown Tokyo. She's big. Someone said 16 million, but you'd have to check. Up here you can see the Tokyo flags. Sorry, Japan flags flying.
So I did it, but I didn't see any more of Japan. I'm going back now. NCL Sun next November, so it's January now. So in November I've already booked, and I'm going to go out of Seoul, South Korea up to Tokyo, see a lot of Japan, and then see some more Mount Fuji and stuff, and see some more of Japan as I go down to Taiwan. So I think it's 22 days, 2 11-day cruises or something. So I booked that. So yeah, you need to kind of, just figure out when's a good time to go. Also, when I did Antarctica, I did that in January, which is getting to be the end of the season. The water was a little rough. We couldn't stop in Chile. We couldn't stop in the Falklands. I think there was even a third one. They were tender. Tender ports. I think there was even I think we missed 3. They gave us $200 back, but literally the Argentinians were protesting in the atrium. They were chanting. They had gathered in the atrium to say this is crap, and it's safety again. Nothing you can do. But I could have gone in a better time frame. That was an incredibly affordable cruise. I didn't book it for that. I booked it because it was Antarctica and I was available in January. But, you know, that's kind of what you need to, you know, what's the weather going to be like? You know, how are the waters going to be? Yeah, what have I got here? Yeah, those are two 11-day cruises on the Sun in November 2025, so I'm going to do that. I got another transatlantic. I want to see Brazil, so I'm going to fly down to Brazil in March, and going to head over to. And now again, I did Google Brazil weather's supposed to be good in March, so I'm happy for that. Because again, I think it's getting to be late in the year for South America, right? You know, they're southerns, so they're going to start to change the weather. Their winter is gonna come. Anyways, just thought I would mention that because it never occurred to me until this last. Like I said, it was my 25th and 26th cruise, so I've cruised a lot, and it was the first time it occurred to me, like, you know, seems to be because they would always say, yeah, it's too bad you came during the rainy season. It's, you know, that's what the tour guides would always say, and it started to, you know, I hear it enough times, I'm like, yeah, it is too bad. It's kind of a crazy time to come. Same. Some of those people then were going to go. So I did Sydney to Auckland in February last year. In February the weather was good, right? You know, but these people are doing. They went from Melbourne to Auckland in December. You know, I'm sure it's cold. I don't know how the water was. Maybe it's rough. I got off, so I don't know. But yeah, I did 31 days. Some people were doing 45, I think. Yeah, I think it was another 14 or 15 days over to Auckland. So all things to consider when you're going to be booking cruises. You know, I'm going to throw some pictures up, maybe of the rain, some videos of the rain. We were putting the windows up and down in the tour buses. Tour buses is like that's kind of a stretch. They're like wooden transit buses that the locals use, and they just put some flowers on them to dress them up a bit because our cruise ship was there. Not many cruise ships go through some of those places. So,
and we're not using them. They drive around to load the locals. I think I'm back in this.
Anyways, I love travel. I love cruising. I'm not knocking NCL or the ship or any of that. I'm just saying as a consumer, you might want to look at when to go. Again, Brisbane, they wouldn't say go there in you know, November, early December. Yeah, you know, the weather can still be wet, so it's still, you know, cyclone season, and there was puddles on the roads. Like I said, I got rained out at the sanctuary. I got rained out on the way back to the ship. So yeah, it's all is what it is, isn't it? But just what do they say now? PSA, public service announcement from Blue Hat Cruiser. You know, look what you're booking, and I hope you're having a great day. I hope everything's good. I've got India. It's January now. I've got an India cruise. I'm waiting on my India, Sri Lanka visas. Pink Cat's coming with me. I'm at her place now in north of Manila, and we're waiting on her visa, so we'll know that in the next 10 days or so. And then early February, where we fly over to Singapore, we're going on the Celebrity, same ship we did Alaska on, the Millennium. Actually, let me check. Maybe we did Asia on the. I know we've been on that ship before, Solstice. Yeah, no, it was the Millennium that we did. Alaska on. So oh no, it's not. Yeah, maybe I've never. It says here I did the Eclipse and I've done the Solstice, so I've never been on the Millennium, so that's good. It's gonna be a new ship, so I'm excited. But yeah, doing Singapore to India spice route. I'm excited. Be excited, man. Be excited. I'll tell you, I got off that ship. My very first cruise when I did NCL Jewel Alaska cruise was my very first cruise, and I got off that ship, and I didn't have another cruise booked, and it was hard to get off that ship, I'll tell you. I think it was transiting itself down to LA on some kind of private charter or doing something. Otherwise I probably would have booked. I probably would have sent my mom home in an Uber and stayed on that. It was so hard to get off that ship. So always have your next one booked. Go see the Cruise Next people. Hey, a plug for Cruise Next. You know, though you will get the best deal you can get. They give you free money. If you give them $1,000, they'll give you $2,000 worth of cruise stuff, coupons. So, you know, you can't, it's $1,000 for free, you know, and you're going to get, it's not like they're going to change, you're going to get the same price everyone else is paying, less the money that you can use those coupons. So it's free money, and they're going to, you know, they'll get you in the best room. It's like having your personal person. So before you get off that ship, make sure you talk to them. I booked my next one. I went over to see the guy. I still want to see Turkey and Egypt, and he got me. He figured that the Cruise Next guy on the Sun figured that out for me in October 2025. I go from Istanbul to Athens through Egypt, so I'm very excited for that on the Viva. It's a 10-day cruise, and he booked the airline, the hotels, everything. I just need to show up at the Vancouver airport, and they're going to get me over to Turkey, get me on that ship, get me around, get me back. So I'm excited to do that. So I got India booked, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 booked after India. So I got 8 cruises coming. Keep traveling, keep seeing it. I'm only going to see it once. Obviously, if I did Alaska again, because Pink Hat could see it and wanted to. So there's sometimes I break my rule of seeing it again. Hawaiian Islands, we did that together. She could go see that, so we did that together, and now I saw it again on the Sun. So it was very expensive just to do the Pride of America Hawaiian Islands. So if you can see it doing this repositioning cruise from Honolulu down to Tahiti, make sure you book it that way. You could probably book, I imagine, like Vancouver or Seattle over to Honolulu, and then Honolulu down right through all the way to Australia, and then even New Zealand would be the way to go if you got the money and the time. Watch for the Sun or the Dawn, or if you like NCL, depending on who you like. But those smaller ships, I've seen a lot of the world on the Dawn, and now I'm doing the Sun again next winter. So they change which ship it's going to be, but they'll always have a smaller size ship that can do these kind of around the world ones, and that's if you want to see new things and explore, those are the ships to get on. So hey, I hope you're having a great day. Blue Hat Bucket List Traveler. I finally am home. I haven't been sitting. I haven't been home for more than a week in a long time. So nice to get back in front of the microphone, do some podcasts, making some videos, getting some things done. Hope I'm entertaining you. What exactly about me do you find to be so funny? You remember that movie? Anyways, funny guy. I'm excited to get this stuff done and get it out there. So hope you like it. Like and subscribe, follow for more, and there's going to be a lot more. I'm going to do, like I said, 26 cruises, traveled all the states and the provinces in my car.
Hey, guess where we are? First off, let's just admire the sound of a 5.0. That's why you buy it. Same reason you buy a Harley, for how it sounds. You can't get that in a Camaro or a Dodge. Only the 5.0 has that gutty sound. Love it. And we're at Area 51. Figure it out. Scary. It's actually 40 miles or something that way, and that's out of the way. So we're not going to take an hour and a half, 2 hours. They got a visitor center here. The extraterrestrial signs down there. I think it's Highway 375, the main road. There's just off of it, you get that sign, and then drive down the extraterrestrial highway a couple miles, and they got a nice gift shop and everything here. Get lots of fun things. And that's an exact replica of the sign that would be at Area 51. So that's how they did it, because a lot of people don't want to go down there. It's too far. Very cool. We were asking, where's Area 51? Well, it's here. Crazy, very fun.
Me and Tony did a lot of Vegas and Honolulu, Los Angeles, New York City. We did all that stuff with my timeshares back in 2019. I'm going to post all that stuff. And I still got pictures of going back 2012, seeing Indonesia, Kuala Lumpur, Bangkok. Big places, been there, done that, and usually I bought the t-shirt. Hope you're having a great day. Blue Hat Bucket List Traveler. It's a bucket hat. Get a bucket list. Get a plan. Have a plan. It's 2025. Get a plan, Stan. Because some people aren't here anymore. I lost a few people in 2024. We all did. You know, life is not a given, man. Get out there, get it done. Live. Please, just live. Do it. I got one on there, you know, and they say it just like that, it's over, you know.
And then one day, just like that, we shut our eyes for the last time. And that would be it. Game over. And there's a pretty good chance that there's nothing after that. No do-overs, no second chances. Just nothing. You cease to be. Now imagine you knew that was coming and you had a couple minutes before you closed your eyes. Do you think you'd look back happy, knowing that you spent years doing a job you hate, or that you stayed in an environment that wasn't right for you, or that you didn't travel to that country you always wanted to visit, because saving a few $100s was the sensible thing to do? Do you think you'd be proud that you held a grudge for so long, and now you can't make it right? Or proud that you were always too busy to answer the phone to your parents? Or that you never told the person how you truly feel? And do you think you'd look back happy knowing that you never truly chased your dreams because you were too scared? We have one shot in this life, and yet we're still scared to truly live. But the odds of you being born are 1 in 400 trillion. But the odds of death? Certain. Yet we treat life like the certainty. Tomorrow always comes, right?
You think you got forever. No, you don't, man. What did Michael Landon say? Every day we're dying, you know, like people need to know that, right? He died young from the cancer. But yeah, you know, it's true. Every day you're you know, get to be my age, you know, I'm on that side of that line, you know, I'm heading and I see that. And I'm going to get this done while my health and finances are good. I made a note on it. Oh, it's on my phone, so now I can't even see it. It's like the go-go years, the like slow-go years, and then the no-go years. Something like that. There's 3. Anyways, I'm in my go-go years still, and then there's going to be in the slow-go years, and then like my mom's in her 80s now, she's getting into the no-go years. She's not very interested in doing anything anymore. She just likes to be at home and, you know, just stay in her little thing, and she'll go on some trips to see her sisters and whatnot, but she's not very interested in, I was trying to take her to Europe for her 83rd birthday, and I had it all booked and everything, and then she hurt her foot before that and just couldn't do it. So life can change. So while you can, and do it while you can. Cheers. Hope you're having a great day.
Thanks for listening. Learn more at goalaspect.com. Now, get started on your bucket list and be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single adventure with your Blue Hat Bucket List Traveler, Gary Dean.